Hi. How's it going, friends? 8 minutes late. Yahoo. I'm telling you. If I ever show up early, y'all will probably have a heart attack. So, I got my preview for today and Friday published half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago. It was uploading, but I had to complete the draft because I added audio, blah, blah, blah. And there's always stuff going on. So at the beginning of that preview is a picture, Lucky Million. Well, hello, Lucky Million. Nice to meet you. Is a picture of a pile of stuff that is for Wednesday. And some of it might come back on Friday as need be. And there's a whole video of a bunch of stuff back behind me, some of which is coming today. My name is Lucinda. Wednesdays is my kind of lower end, at least lower price than would be on Fridays. And Fridays is show and tell format, where I take my time and we talk about things and we educate each other and and we just go at a slow pace and we all have a good time. Now, that doesn't mean that today we don't have a good time, because I still have a good time and I want you, my viewers and friends, to have a good time. But it does mean that I go faster and I don't spend a lot of time on the details. And even on Wednesdays, Fridays, Wednesdays, I don't do recaps. So there's jewelry and a lot of household items and other interesting things that I showed in the preview and behind me. I will get back behind me also. But if you want to take a minute to look at the preview and then you put in the chat that you're interested in seeing such and such, or how much would such and such be, I will bring it up, no problem. I'm also trying a new thing on Wednesdays. I keep trying to find the right time slot because there just doesn't ever seem to be one. That's very good. Fridays is great. Wednesdays is weird. I don't know. So today it was at 3:30. I think last week it was at 3. Maybe a little while before that it was at 4. It's been at 2. So just bear with me. I'm working it out. I do have some earring lots. And I have just an assortment from what looks to be unsigned Juliana, smaller but beautiful brooch, a piece of check glass, some Royal Crown Trifari, some basic 80s, 70s cuff bracelets, and a whole lot more. So I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, California. That's where I ship from. Shipping is not included. I use Pirate Ship, so you save about a third. And that includes on the holiday rates. They're really didn't raise their prices, but by a couple cents in Pirate Ship compared to regular USPS, which the holiday rate started, I think it was October 6th or 7th. Or it's today, but it's right in here. And I bill through PayPal like everyone else. Now, when you receive your Pirate Ship, when I send a package via Pirate Ship, I always put everyone's email in there. That sends you your tracking number. I don't also put that on PayPal. So you will get PayPal and you will get Pirate Ship, and that is where your tracking number is, and that shows you when I sent everything out. Okay. I have 2 packages. 2 packages are shipping out today from my 2-week Build-A-Box, and I have 2 packages behind me, one of which I'm just in the process of billing. So they should get out before the sale Friday, as long as I can get the invoices out tomorrow and I get paid. Otherwise, they'll go out Monday. No big deal. Let me see. Have I forgotten anything else? I don't think I've forgotten anything. I don't think so. But remember, I don't do a recap. So I write the item down and I put the price down as I pull it up. And then if you come in late and you put your speed wheel on fast ×2 and through and you see something that hasn't sold and you're interested, drop it in the chat. I'll pull it up. I will happily see if we can make a deal if you want to buy it. Okay. I think I want to take a breath and I want to say hi, Carol. And I want to say I have been watching since pretty early this morning, my time, what's happening with Hurricane Milton in Florida. And it's been non-stop tornadoes every 4 minutes all day long. And they're just starting to get the water surge. So if we could throw out some prayers for all those people in the path of this storm. It apparently is now at a category 3, but it hasn't made landfall. So it could go right back to a 4. At least it's not at a 5. So my thoughts are with anyone and everyone in Florida. It's not good. Not good. So I'm going to take a sip of this. I always have 2 different drinks, both non-alcoholic. And I'm going to pull something up and we're going to get going and we're going to see what you're interested in and what you're not interested in. So, and I hope all of you are safe. I just hope everyone's safe. Their relatives are safe, the whole deal. Okay. This is a starting bid, 1980s cuff of $9. Y'all like that? I changed my background for any of you familiar with it. I've changed it now. That is one of the many, many intricate lap quilts that my mother made. They're all over this house. But you can't see the bottom because I couldn't tack it up high enough. So hopefully next week or even by Friday, it will be up where you can see the bottom detail. But I've been changing my background and I got shelves back there. Moving on up. Moving on up, y'all. Okay. So this is just the 80s. Etched in the middle, probably machine stamped. Super gold tone. Cuff bracelet. Starting bid of $9. So I'm going to assume, because I've been through this and frustrated myself bazillion times, I'm going to assume that this is coming across in the correct color wave for you all, and it just looks odd to me. Because when I go back and watch my videos, 90% of the time, they are the right color wave. So I'm going to assume that's true. Now, I have this beautiful glass cuff on that Muppets gifted me from Dandy's, on a Dandy's sale. If y'all don't know Dandy, you should go find her and check her out. So it's setting up a little high on my wrist because I have the glass cuff. It fits my wrist, no problem. I could pull it a little bit more or squash it a little bit tighter. This, I don't think this is ever actually really worn, or at least not very much. I am a size 7 to 7.5. I am a ladies top of the end small to small medium. So that's how big it is. If you have a larger medium or a large wrist, it won't fit you. But look at the colors for the fall. Perfect. 1980s. It's absolutely no markings, nothing inside. Near mint condition, if not mint. And The opening inside, just so for you all who want to know your own diameter, is 2.5 inches currently. 2.5. So that's like a 7.5. Okay. $9 starting bid. Remember, I won't do a recap. So that was our first item. And like I say, Wednesdays, I go faster and I bring good quality, but mostly lower prices for you. So Wednesdays are like a thrifty day for jewelry over here, if you will. A thrifty day for jewelry. Oh, if you will. This is going to starting bid at 20. And it is Sarah Coventry, gold tone, painted glass, remembrance brooch. Let me get my my this and that. This is beautiful. I have another one as well. Different colors, painted glass. This one is more muted blues. This is more muted blues, greens, red, and almost like a dark purple black, if you will. It's really pretty. It's, again, dark gold tone. There's the copyright. Sarah Cove. These are from the 90s. I have two, but I'm just showing this one today. It's really pretty. I think these are about 2 by 2. It's really nice for the holidays. Let's put it up here. I don't think you can see that so well in the light. Gives you an idea, but because the painted glass on this one is more muted, I would want to put this on a lighter colored shirt, right? Really pretty. Sarah Coventry always made outstanding items. Always been collectible, still is, even, the 90s are no exception. So yes, it's 2 inches in diameter. Starting bid of $20, my friends. Carol, how are you today? You're not in Florida, are you? Carol, I don't think you are. I really hope you're not. Let's see. Let's try something entirely different. And like I said, Wednesdays is a day when I move fast, and I'm not good at moving really fast. So, bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, this also. Good, Carol, thank God. And Carol, I think it's your boxes out there waiting to go. You're all good. I just have 2 other people. One is a heavier box, and that I have billed out for and been paid, but I've got to take it to the post office tomorrow. And one I just haven't finished with the shipping details. Oh no, and I have one more that I need to send, but it's to my friend, so I'm not super worried about it this moment. Oh, good, Carol, you got the first one today, and thank you. I appreciate that. I like to hear that because, I try to show things as well as I can on a computer screen. But sometimes it doesn't come across right, or, it seems bigger than it is, or so many different things. So I'm glad you're happy with it. So look, this is beautiful. These are little pearls, and AB crystals on both gold and silver wrapping over. So now this is a little, this is what I think. Okay, these are real freshwater pearls. There's silver, gold, there's these tiny ones. I'll put it on Dolly in a minute. Silver and gold wire. Here's the wrapping. There's gold and silver wrapped all around here. Then this is silver. Here's the back. And it's just a piece of clear glass with white glass on the back. And then it's on this chain. This is an older chain. And like I said, I'm going to put it on Dolly in a minute. It's just a basic clasp. The pendant itself, which is really nice with these couple of AB crystals. And then there's also tiny white glass beads and two gold like drops. Hard to explain. It's an artisan piece. It's 1.5 inches long by just a smidge over an inch wide. Where is Dolly? Dolly, where'd Dolly go? And Dolly, where did Dolly go? Oh no. Oh, Dolly's over there with my 20. Karen chasing vintage. Hello. Of course you pop in. I'm like having technical difficulties because I always have technical difficulties. So it is fused glass. Karen chasing vintage. She's the glass lady. She's calling me out. It is fused. The clearish kind of opalescent glass is fused onto the white. Yes, it is fused. There's the back again. And I'm going to go get Dolly. But I see Carol's in at 20. So if anyone else wants to come in, they would need to come in at 21 or higher. I'm just getting Dolly. And as long as I'm up, I'm grabbing a couple of the other necklaces that I'm going to bring today and again on Friday if they don't sell. Thank you, Karen. How's it going out there? Thank God you're not in Florida, lady. Okay, so I'm going to give fair warning. If anyone else is interested besides Carol, 21 or higher. Here it is on Dolly. It's very long, and I will give you that. Boy, I feel like I just went completely blurry out of focus. Did that actually happen, y'all? Because that's what I feel like. Wow, weird colors. I hope it's good on your side. Oh, okay, Karen, I have a little window of time to call you tomorrow, like really little. Did I just blur out, or am I like blotchy? Am I blotchy? Because I feel like the internet has been weird today, and I feel like it's very weird now. So the chain itself is 12 inches on each side, making it a total of 24. And the pendant we already measured is 1.5 inches. So, okay, last call, y'all. I've been watching Ryan Hall all day. Woo, last call. And 21 or higher. Better do it now. Or hold your peace. Sold to Carol for 20. Thank you, Carol. It's a really, I think this is gorgeous. I think it's a really well done piece. So I appreciate it. I think you'll like it. Let me entertain you. Let me put it back in its bag and put it over here. Well, Carol, I can't get it in the box that's already outside. You're going to have another box happening. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. So I found out what this is through a friend who was here last week showing me just by chance a collection that she has of items. And I was like, wow, that looks so similar to a necklace I found. But I didn't know what the heck it was. I just knew it was filigree work. So it's not this certain type of tambourine jewelry that has been made in the Philippines for, oh, good Lord, a couple of centuries and is highly collectible. But it is from the Asia area. It is this beautiful filigree work. And it is, I found one online. So this is very rare because I could only find one using Google image and tons of research and so many keywords and going to so many sites. This is vintage. For all I know, it could be much, much older than that. It is this gold Asian. Boy, see, I'm washed out. I'm like white. Hold on. This is just, hold on, y'all. This is so, I think it's my internet. Well, that's better. It's not great, but it's better. Okay. So this is Asian lamp style filigree work, not lamp, excuse me, lantern, for God's sake, lantern. And it is really cool. The fact that I can only find one other says to me that, and also, sorry, let me get back over here. When I looked at my friend's collection, this particular lamp filigree work right here was indeed on a few of the tambourine, Tamburin, necklaces and other artifacts that she had in her collection. But there was only a few of them, and they generally would have a requiem, like a Catholic, like a spiritual drop on the bottom. This one does not have that. It does not have a clasp. Each one of these is handmade. And then it has these ends and then large jump rings attached to more of them. It is, I can't say that it's gold. There's no place on here where it says gold, but it certainly is incredibly gold toned. And again, I feel as though it's washing out. It's stunning. It's unique. It'll take the right person. But I will find the right person one day. And that's what it looked like on Dolly. This is Dolly. This is Dolly. And I will tell you, good Lord. See, when I move fast, I get clumsy. It's very long, and it's so, it's delicate, and it's also not delicate. The metals are, I'll show you the jump rings in a minute. 7, 14. So it is about 22 inches long on each side. It is very long. So you could put it over your head and double it. So before we move on from this first earthbound. Hey, you. I know you're not in Florida, so I don't have to worry about that part with you. So what I want to show you, and some of this filigree work has slightly come undone. And, you know, I could sit here and I could futz and I could push it back together. But it's vintage. See, this one is in perfect condition. Most of them are. Now, what I wanted to show you about what I mean is how well this is made. And you see how it's kind of like a lantern, right? And then it comes out with these pieces are soldered onto the filigree. And then it has these very large, sturdy, like huge oval jump rings. So these, see, this took so much work because this is soldered onto each end of these lanterns. This took a long time to make. This was not an inexpensive item. The one other person who has this listed on eBay is not aware of what they have. Whether this is actual gold or not, or like a type of Asian or European gold and it's not marked, I cannot tell you, but it took a lot of work. See how that's handmade, soldered on there? Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't have a bag because I had it on dolly, so I can't put it back in a bag. But I'm going to put it down over here because I am actually, I'm going to put it back on dolly now that I save in the landlock. Yeah, exactly. I can't. When Hurricane Katrina, so we're going to pass on that one. When Hurricane Katrina happened, I went 3 weeks later to Hot Springs, Arkansas. And I was there for 6 weeks. I spent all my savings on creating new programs, working with the churches and the charity houses with all the displaced people, because more than half were sent up to Arkansas to live in the summer camps. And it was brutal, y'all. It was heartbreaking. And this hurricane, back to back with the last one that just happened, it's going to be the same thing. It's already been tornadoes every 4 or 5 minutes all day long before the hurricane even hits, and bringing up the debris in the air from the last hurricane. So anyone who prays, sends out good thoughts, please do it, because it's going to be a nightmare for a long time. So this is a Kremens brooch from the late 1930s. I'm actually starting it at less than I paid. Comes with its original box, or at least I believe it's the original box, okay? But it may not be. It is a Kremens pin, but you see how it has this here, like perhaps for a ring, or I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a cut. I can't be positive this is the exact original box. But it is a beautiful vintage Kremens box. It's quite old. It's not newer. Earthbound. No, Earthbound. You did Earthbound. Earthbound. I canceled your invoice, honey. So I hope you didn't pay me, because someone is paying for you and I haven't had a chance to bill them. Earthbound. Earthbound. I'm going to have to email you. Okay. So, Miss Karen Chase, look what I found. Okay. This is the tiniest little thing. It is, if I remember correctly, this is at least 12 karat gold. But I didn't redo my research into all of that, etc. It is signed Crements on the stem, but I have such a crappy internet and it's so small, you're not going to be able to read it. It is really high quality rhinestones. I'm assuming those are rhinestones, probably Austria. There is a gold leaf and the 2 flowers. It's tiny. Look at it. It's tiny. Crements was a very high-end, respected jewelry maker. And this is from the 30s. It is Noel. There's Noel. Hold on, Noel. It is 1 1/4 inches long. I mean, it's tiny and it's so pretty. Let's see if on the black. Noel, I see you. You got to hold on, girl. Noel. I hope that helps. I really feel like my internet is shite. So there's 3 little rhinestones. And then that in the box. Okay. Thank you, Dolly, for helping me. Noel. Okay. Let me put this pin back. This will come back on Friday. You did make a $21 payment? Well, listen, lady. We're going to have to talk about that. So I will email you because someone is gifting you. And so I'm going to have to return your monies and bill the person. I just got their information. I couldn't find it. And I just got their information and I was going to bill them tomorrow. But I had canceled the invoice and there was no payment when I did that. Oh, no, Earthbound. Okay. So, Noel. Where did it go? Noel. Hi, Noel. Noel, you too are not in the path of this hurricane, thank God. Okay, Noel, you are in on this for $30. Yes, ma'am? So I'm going to say fair warning. If anyone is interested beyond Noel in this very rare piece, you would have to come in at 31 or higher, and over 50, I go in $5 increments. Okay, last call. Noel, I didn't even expect you to be here. It's fine that you are. I'm glad you are. And sold to Noel. Noel, when you get this in your hands, I want even more feedback, okay? Because there is something in my brain saying that this is, so please, Noel, let me know. Putting it in this nice yellow bag, and I may put it in a necklace box. Oh, and Noel, I still haven't finished billing you. So that's perfect. I just put in your items and I was going to do your shipping rate tomorrow. So I'll put this in the invoice as well. Thank you. Yeah. Mint for you, Noel. Mint for you. I mean, we already discussed this back and forth. So where is your box, Noel? Right here. I want to put it right in there so I don't forget it. Yes. Perfect, Noel. You see, in my world, this is how it usually works. There's no mistakes. Things just line up. You know what I mean? So perfect. This is just a little thing, y'all. And it's because the holidays are coming. Halloween is coming. I don't do a lot with that, but not with every single holiday, not at all. I don't do like box stores or some of my, my good friends, other resellers, they start really talking about the holidays. And it's true, the holidays are here, they're coming. But I just kind of keep flowing in my lane. And if I have an item for that holiday, great. If I don't, that's okay too. Hold on. Well, so what I'm showing to y'all now, did I put the starting bid? Didn't I? Yeah, starting bid $12 because it's for Halloween, right? So they've got to get out before Halloween. And there my computer is doing that weird autofocus crap. I still have to figure that one out. I don't understand that at all. Why it does that? Oh, so there are these, it's bright orange. I hope my screen is showing that. They're bright orange little jack-o'-lanterns, and you put them over a string of lights, just like that. You just pop them on, and then they hang. I think they're freaking adorable. And again, they're bright orange, okay? And they are, I think I'm selling these close to my cost. About 3 inches long. And hold on, Noelle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 of them. 10 of them. And they're adorable. And are they vintage? There's no writing on them anywhere. I think they're really, really cute. What is that? Whatever that is nothing I can read. So I don't know if they're vintage or they're modern. Don't know. Halloween. Don't know. Noel. Will I show the check glass necklace? Now, you bought the necklace, Noel. So you already got that one, girl. Today, I am showing a check red glass cameo. Huge brooch. But not for a little while. And if it doesn't sell today, I'm bringing it back Friday. But I'm not there. I'm not there yet, Noel. But I don't have another necklace. That stuff is really hard to come by. Like, for instance, this is the one out of all of the sets, out of the set that I got, that is mine, that I am keeping. I bought 4, keeping 1. This is mine. Not saying that to be mean. I'm just showing you the one I'm keeping. This beautiful check glass bug. And here's how you know. Part of how you know. It's that good check glass. But this one's not for sale. I'm sorry. But that little red one. Didn't you say? No, there's that little filigreed red glass check brooch that I pulled back that I am going to bring Friday. And then the cameo red and white glass that I'm bringing today. Red cameo. Sorry, Noel. I wish I had another check glass necklace. They cost a lot to find in the wild. And then, it's a whole thing. So, this is a starting bid. I'm sorry that you thought that. It's brooches. This starts at 18. It is a vintage gold drop pendant necklace. 18. And it's beautiful. I love this. I remember these in the late 60s, early 70s. They remained popular up into the 90s, but by the 90s, this kind of machine stamped filigree work on, what is this? 6 strands, all different, not all different, but many different chain styles, was becoming pretty much by the end of the 70s passe. We were moving into a new time, new style of jewelry, and that's what we did. It is not signed. It's very Trifari, though, isn't it? It's in excellent condition. And the person I got this from, I actually think it says on the baggie that it was in, that it's from like 76, 78. So you see the pendant holder. It's this nice, thick, solid gold with the 6 different chains, different styles going through it. This is hollow. It's heavy. It's substantial. It's not flimsy or cheap. Here's the bottom. If it opened, wouldn't that be, is the bottom signed? I didn't even look at that. No, the bottom's not signed, but it's just really, it caught my attention because on the bottom, see how it's a little flower and it's mimicking filigree work. It's really nice. So I'll tell you the length. No, there's nothing inside of it, Noelle. And I mean, I was thinking that we're on the same page because I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if there was something inside, or if it could open and you could put in like a perfume or a potpourri or your own like colored beads, or yeah, any of that. We're on the same page over here. 7. Where's the clasp? It's about 12 inches on each side, so 24 total. And the pendant drop is 1.5, and it's almost an inch around in diameter. Let me take it off Dolly, and I'll just open it and show you what it looks like on my neckline so you can see where it would hit. There's no extender. Yeah, that's funny, Noelle. So I remember I put on a different one from the same place that I bought from. So it's hitting me right at the beginning. The pendant end is hitting me right at the beginning of my my breast line, if you will. Let's do this. Hold on. And I hope you can see that fairly well. So it's just a really nice vintage piece. It's got a lot of flair. It's got a lot of personality for being just such a, an everyday department store like Capwell's, J.C. Penney's back in the 70s piece. I think it's my time. Oh, well, Noelle, I'm gonna have to stop being surprised by you, Noelle. Okay, so Noelle, bless you. I wish there was something in here, but it stands alone really well. fair warning, if anyone else is interested in this, besides Noelle, you would need to come in at 19 or higher. Last call, y'all. The weight of Florida is really on me. And it's not my weight to bear, but I'm a human being, and it's disconcerting. Sold to my friend Noelle. Thank you, Noelle, for $18. And again, let me put it in a bag. And Noelle, it was good that you stopped by again, because I'm just working on your invoice. And I haven't put your box out or needed to take it if it was over £1 to the post office. So it's perfect timing. Okay, let me put this in here. So we're finally having some fall-like weather here in the Bay Area. It is really sweet. It's only 73 today instead of 100. So, yay. Earthbound. Yeah. So Earthbound. I'll call you tomorrow, Earthbound, or you call me. How's that? Let's do that. Okay? Let's do that. Because that's what we need to do. So this is one of my I have a couple most expensive items today. And because it is what it is. What I paid for it, what it is, at least what I think it is, based on what I know about such things. And it's splendid. I got it for me, and I got a couple other things with it. And then I decided, my rule is 3 or 4 in, 1 out. 10 in, 1 out. I can't, I just can't keep everything. I can't. So, however, I've brought this a few times, and if I keep bringing it and nobody is going to bite, I'm going to wear it for quite a while and bring it back whenever. I'm pretty positive this is an unsigned Juliana, so that makes it a very early piece of hers. The blues in 2 different colors of green. I think there's actually 3 different colors of green on this gold tone is outstanding. Those are Juliana colors. It's a Juliana style. Whoops, hold on, it's heavy. Here's the back. The flowers on the stems, if you will, are done such that they're open to the back. It's incredibly high quality, almost like a check glass, just very high quality. So the light goes right in there, and they're cut where the facets just sparkle like crazy in the sun. It is about 3 inches tall, but I'll give you a measurement. And can I prove that this is a Juliana? No. But it's incredibly high end, and it's much older. 3 inches. 3 inches long. And the back, the pin back does come just through the clasp. So going with late 50s, unless someone filed it down, which is also possible. Let's look real quick. Oh yeah, it's super sharp pointed. See how sharp and pointed that is? I believe it's so sharp. Someone filed it down to make it more palatable and more safely wearable or something. I'm pretty sure it used to be much longer, which again is in line with what I believe to be its age. So it's an expensive one. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's going to need to go to the right person, and that's okay. All right. So, and that is what I need to get out of it. I'll probably bring this one more time. And then, like I said, I'm just going to squirrel it away in my collection for a while. Now, this will come back on Friday, so it's going down here. Let's see, y'all. I'm going so fast. I'm doing a good job here. Sorry, my dog is in here. If you hear someone talking, and he's like, who's that? What's that? Can I play? And I'm like, no, actually you can't. Okay, so I'm going to bring up a couple vintage. I think I have both of them here right now, don't I? Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to bring up two vintage. Well, one is a J. Crew. J. Crew. My dog is whining. Animal print necklace. And it's going to be a starting bid of 24. Doug. Starting bid of 24. Based on the coloring on this, it is 1970s to early 80s. Well, even, I'm going to take that back. It could be late 60s to 70s. It really could. Here is the hang tag that says J. Crew and something else on the bottom. Maybe it's just repeating itself. I have to figure out how to make my loop work to show you all. But like I said, it has that light in it and it just blows out my eyes so much that I can't focus it on the little maker's mark myself to look at it. So then trying to show all of you, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. It's got an extender of about 3 inches. And then it's this glorious, I think this is a lucite. Does it have edges? I just want to double check really clearly. It got rid of all my light because it was blowing everything out. No, it doesn't have edges. So I believe this is lucite, which would definitely make it that older. This kind of animal print. It's like a cream, opalescent, beigey with the black dots. It's really nice. The chain is really well put together, very well designed, gold tone. It's a smaller kind of choker piece. Let's show it on Dolly, and I'll tell you the length. So it's really, really fun. And it's a little heavy. It could be right at the end of lucite, so like a very early plastic, but it's not thermoset. And it's not like just plastic, which is why I lean towards saying lucite, but it's thicker. So whatever it is, there's an in-between plastic, and I always forget. Oh, acrylic. Let's go with acrylic. It's really nice, and it's a little shorter. I suspect it probably would hang on me right about here at my clavicle, right at your clavicle bones, okay? So it is with the one that drops. Hold on. Yeah. It's about 10 inches on each side. So a 10-inch drop on each side, 20-inch chain. So that would hit, like I said, right here my clavicle. It's not a tight choker. It's a really nice vintage piece. J. Crew. J. Crew. Do you guys remember J. Crew and how popular J. Crew everything was? It was one of the first J. Crew, Adidas, Nike. We're going back. That's what it was. It was one of those first collectible. Everyone had to have Adidas, Nikes, J. Crew, you know. All right, and now I'm going to do a JJ. Oops, I got to do it down here. Thank you all for being here. JJ Tiger Brooch. And this is very much vintage. Starting bid of 18. Again, this was purchased in a big lot by me from a dear friend that I call my angel. The way that that we connected was very much an angel thing. So I call her my angel. The only other person I call that is my daughter, and I call her Angel Baby. Even though she's like 36, I still call her that. So this is a starting bid of 18. It's pewter. JJ from the 70s. I think it was like 74, 75. Tiger pen. It's a really awesome pen. Look at that. Sorry, you guys. I have to have some fun. This is not worth it to me. It is, he is, she is, with the tail 3 1/4 inches long. 3 1/4 inches long. I love it. I think it's really sleek. Beautiful face. Beautiful face. Okay. This guy is going to wind up going back in my collection for a while. Let me turn around and see what I have back here. But let me bring this. Sorry, it's hard to do this and be my own moderator, and I try to be really fast. I hope that you all can be patient with me. Okay. And this is actually going to be for if I can spell, that would help a lot. For choice. One is from, I pretty sure, the 60s, and one is from the 70s. So choice. Okay. This one, I believe to be from the 60s. Faux pearls, little glass rhinestones, cocktail ring. This is what all of our fancy, it's adjustable. It's never been adjusted, but it could be. This was worn. This is what I remember all of my parents, my friends' parents wearing in the 60s and the early 70s. My mom was not into this type of stuff, so she did not. But this was like high-end, dress up, go out to dinner, go out to drinks, go to your cocktail party. Rings. It's probably cost back in the day, back in the 60s, early 70s, but I think it's more 60s. Gold tone. It's very thick metal. This probably cost $10, $12 back then. And I am asking choice for just about what it cost back then. It's in stunning condition. It's huge. Probably an inch across, maybe a little bit bigger. The second choice, and I'll give you the ring size in a minute, is this from the 1970s with the teeny tiny red rhinestones on a dome. It is silver tone. This one is not adjustable. And let me just make sure. Yeah. I've done it many a time. These are glass. They're not plastic. I'll give you the ring size, although remember that the 60s cocktail ring is adjustable. Is this the US? Yes. This one is just at an 8. Just at an 8. So they're not small, which is nice. And this one, without being adjusted, which it never has been, is a, God, the thing is in the way. It's so big. Hold on. It is also right at an 8 without being adjusted. And look how big it is. I'll tell you how big across this beautiful. Those are these are glass rhinestones, faux pearls. There's no wear on it, which is just pretty amazing. A little over 1 1/4 inches in diameter. Stunning. I could put this on this finger and wear it out to a party. And be super fancy. Super fancy. And this one, I could put it on. Actually, it would go on this finger on me. And I could wear it right now. It's really nice. So, 60s or 70s? $14 starting bid. Your choice. These will probably come back Friday as well. And I have a couple other simple rhinestone rings. Let's see. I'm going to bring, I know I'm jumping around, but that's the name of the game. I'm going to bring this. This is something else. Who made it? I don't know. It's quite old. It's strung on string. And that's always a clue that it's at least 50s, if not going back to the 30s. And I'm going to start it at 28. I have to write it here. Pearl tassel at 28. Okay, here is the lobster claw with this. This is a copper, or at least if it's not full copper, which to me it looks full copper. Yeah, it's copper. And then you see how I'm on that StreamYard, please, dear God. There's just those old ball clasps. The ball. Let me get one in my hand. here you go. The ball clasp, as I call it, that just they press down to hold the string. That is how so much early 50s and then going back to the 30s necklaces were put together and held together. And then see the string or twine, but it's thin. And then it's these, I think these are glass pearls, most likely, because they are very cool to the touch. They're not plastic, but they're not real pearls. It's very long, going up, 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 until you get to the bottom right here. These on the bottom are real natural pearls. Let me try to show you that better. There. Those are real natural pearls, some potato pearls, and some just misshapen as well. Those are real pearls on the bottom. And then it comes down into this tassel. That's a pretty good clue that it's very likely more, at the very least, it's made after the 1930s type of style, 1920s. But it could have been done in the early 50s as a repop. I don't have a way to definitively know without it being signed. In the middle of this piece is this little leaf in the middle of the jump ring for the tassel. And this leaf has let's see if I can show you. Here. There you go. This is all original. These were very popular. It's super long at 28. I am going to, I'll put it on Dolly if someone's interested in it. But it's long. It's like flapper long, you know? 7, 14. 14. It's about 20 inches on each side drop. So 40 inches around necklace, 20 inches drop. And then the tassel is, good Lord, hold on. And the amount of real pearls on here after what I think are glass pearls, there's 3.5 inches of those. They're very shiny and have opalescent on them. I don't know if the camera picked that up at all. And the tassel is another 3.5 inches. So that makes it 23.5 inches on both sides. So it's beautiful. Let me do this one more time. Hold on. Yep, glass pearls. It's a very high-end, old vintage necklace. If I put this on, it would hang all the way down to my belly button. Okay? All the way down to my belly button. And we're done with that. That's going to hang back up as well. Okay. So, going to do this. Then I'm going to show, sorry, I have a migraine. I'm going to show 2 more necklaces. Then I'm going to show the check glass brooch. Hopefully the aspirin is going to help. 2 more not aspirin, Excedrin. No, not Aleve. Then I'm going to show some household items. And we'll see where I get. Trafari. This one is a Royal Crown. Double white. The starting bid for this one is going to be $30. Wow. All of a sudden I got a cough. There's the hang tag. Royal Crown Trafari. There it is with the jump ring soldered on here. Here's the Trafari. Of course, I'm upside down. And then it is this beautiful light gold braided look spacers with this is early plastic. Okay, this is early plastic. This is probably, I would go late 50s, but I'm more apt to say early 60s. It's a nice length. It is gold, not silver. It's in excellent condition. It opens and closes. Let's see which end. There you go. With one of these inset clasps right into here. As long as I've got it open, let's see. And thank you to anyone who's still here or who might be coming in. Hello and welcome. I go really fast on Wednesday, or at least fast for me. And I don't do recaps. So if you're just coming in, you can do one of two things. You can watch my preview, which will show you some of the jewelry that I have back there. And or you can go through and put your speed at ×2 here and go through really fast and see what I've already brought up and drop it in the chat and say you're interested, and I'll bring it back because I don't do recaps. So here's this piece. This is a really nice example of it could be very early 70s, but I'm still going with 60s and even late 50s because of this plastic. I love plastic, okay? I love plastic. And there's a certain time right in the 50s into the 60s where we stopped using celluloid, lucite, bakelite, all of that, and we used this certain type of kind of acrylic plastic, and it was only used for like a very short amount of time before they found a way to make even lighter, cheaper for them to make plastic. And I never remember the correct word for this, but I love plastic, and this is a early plastic that I really enjoy. So see how pretty if I wasn't wearing the bug brooch and I had on slightly shorter earrings in this shirt. I'm good. I'm going out. Again, it's Royal Crown Trafari. And it's just, it's a wonderful piece to add to your collection. Now, where did it go? Because I put that on. It went that way. Let's get it. Come back over here. Come on, little tag. There you go. There you go. And I would entertain 25 on this. Okay. If someone is interested, I would entertain 25. Okay, so I think I said that I was doing 2 necklaces and then the check glass brooch. So let me go ahead and do the brooch. The check glass brooch, I will bring it back on Friday if it doesn't sell. It's not just a brooch, it's a cameo, left facing. And starting bid, $60. One of those things I bought 4, keeping 1, but I know what I paid for this. I know what they sell for, and I know what I need to get out of it. And if it doesn't sell, I'll be okay with that. Here's the back. Look how long the pin back is. So old. This is very old. Ouch. And here is the front. It's very large. It's gorgeous. This is red glass with gold painted left facing cameo. She's stunning. And then the deep red glass stones with these white, which are actually very opalescent and reflect almost like opals, multiple colors. See, they kind of turn this more orangey look. And then like that. It really needs to be in the sun to show. But that is all that's check glass. You can look these up. You can find them for a little bit cheaper than what I'm asking. But I am not selling on eBay. I am my own small business. And I cannot average myself out to the market on eBay. And then Etsy, these are way overpriced on Etsy. They're much higher than what I'm asking. So I'm taking what I paid, what I need to get out of it. What I know, check glass is so collectible. And I know that to the right person, it will sell. And like I said, if it doesn't, I will keep it. It is a little over 3 inches tall, so it should be, and 3 inches tall, and because it's an oval, 2.5 inches, a smidge over 2.5 inches wide. I will bring it back on Friday. Think about it, y'all. And this is glass. That is not plastic. It is glass. Huge. Beautiful. One last time. Here's the back. The pin back sticks out. Like, almost half an inch. Yep. Okay. $60. Dead serious. All right. So I'm putting that down in my to bring Friday. And I'm going to, let's see, y'all. There are items I have back here that I bring on Wednesdays. How about this? How about this? 10 plus 50 vintage marbles. Starting bid 25. So this is a fabulous tin. I've got to be really careful with this. It is Department 56. Life is just a bowl of cherries. It is a picnic basket with its handle. It's got cherries on it. It's about 4 inches by 2 inches by 3 inches tall. It's really cool. So you could use it as a gift box if you don't want to keep it and use it for other things. Inside is 50, around 50. I counted them. So there could be 48. There could be 55. Vintage marbles. Okay. It is very hard. I cannot possibly show you every single marble in here. It is not going to happen. But what I can show you is a very good idea of what's going on. So like that green, solid kind of jade green with the black, that's very old. Then there's the like kind of slag glass. The majority of those glow. They are anywhere from the 50s onward. Then there's these beautiful multicolored blue. There's this black and yellow like a bumblebee. See, to me, these are mini paperweights. There is kind of a clear, this different colored green with this lighter white. This one will probably glow for sure. But whenever I try to show glow on here, it doesn't work. It's like this red, white, and yellow. There's all different ones. I can't be more clear. This is a tiny green one, like jadeite. There's a dark blue with white. The majority of them have no nicks, no cracks. There's a couple orange. This one's more modern. So there's 50. 50. It's a yellow, small yellow. I could do this for a long, long time. But vintage marbles are really hot. They're very, very collectible. Go check out prices for vintage marbles. And then get back to me on this Department 56 picnic tin with cherries and 50 vintage marbles at $25. And you might just want to come back and purchase from me after you look it up. Okay. Well, I've got a couple people here, so I'm going to do a few more items, and then if I don't get that many people, that's okay. Like I say, I'm struggling with Wednesday and the time, and because I know what time is it? 5 o'clock. So I know that right around this time, if not around 4 o'clock, some other vintage resellers come on and jewelry resellers on Wednesday. So it's a push me, pull you kind of, what do I do? I tried doing Thursday and maybe I'll try that again. Literally not sure. It's difficult. It's difficult. Please bring stuff on Friday. Well, I will, Noelle, but I did just bring one of the check glass brooches. So I just showed that one. And then I'm just going to have that other, the red one with the filigree work in terms of check glass. In terms of other more higher end stuff, you know, I always bring that on Friday, show and tell. It's a much slower, easy paced time for me. I don't do much household, you know, but because I sell essentially the same type of things 2 days in a row, or not 2 days in a row, but within 48 hours of each other, I try to differentiate, right? So yes, so I'll bring that small red glass filigree one, Noelle, that you were like, oh, you pulled it, Lucinda, how dare you? But I did just show the other one. So, and I will bring that back on Friday, but it will still be $60. So that's not going to change. So this is for the set. These are European. I think they're Swedish. I was able to buy 2 sets of them, and I'm keeping one, and I'm selling the other. I brought them before, but not for a while. This is Mama, and her head is black and green. Her tail is what we call a double tail. I know I'm a birder, and I know what, a swallowtail. This is a swallowtail. Swallowtails have kind of like this two tails. It's not really that delineated in nature, but that's the idea of what this is. You can see the crimp marks on the tail. It's very fine quality glass. And the pinched in eyes. Swedish glass is really collectible, really well made. Here, these are vintage. Here is the bottom. And then she has a little baby. She has a little baby. You're welcome, Noelle. The other red one will probably be close to the same price as that one, even though it's so tiny. It's a whole different kind of genre. What I believe is check glass with that filigree. Here's baby. Baby has a single big tail, same black dark green head with his little beak and his little. So here they are together, starting bid of $24. Aren't they adorable? Really beautiful high-end glass. Going once, going twice. They're gonna go away. They're gonna go away, y'all. I can't. Yep. Okay. So, and I'm gonna bring this today, even though this is usually something I would bring on Fridays. I'm gonna bring it today. So let me first do the earrings. You know, tonight is my daughter's birthday dinner with the family. We're going out to sushi. Her birthday was on Monday. So that was also my birthday, the day I gave birth, right? Yeah. I love my daughter. She's pretty awesome. Little intense, kind of like her mom. But I love her. Okay. All right. So my next two items go in this order. And then I have things beside me that I will dig in and show rapidly before I close tonight to go to the family dinner. These are so pretty. These are tiny hand grown. Yeah. And no. Let's have a sip of water. No. Because they're not blown glass that glows or some weird combination. What in the world was I saying? Hand blown peachy orange with like a opalescent clear around it. They are so pretty. Let me show you one at a time. On silver tone wire. And I will maybe try to put them on dolly. They're tiny but mighty. Do you see how there's all that white in there? And then see how the peach is now turned like a little bit different color. So they're you know, they're a high quality bead. I can't say Murano because I can't. But I can't say that they're not because they're very high end beads and they feel just so good in my hands. Now this is the other one. Look at how much opalescent, like it's almost like inside reverse painting in these blown glass beads, but not quite. It's hard to describe. And they're like perfect for Halloween. I hate doing that with holidays, but they are because they're little orange opalescent, kind of like pumpkins, right? And this gold wire, really nice for someone like me. Like, for instance, you know, I could take this off. I'm not going to put it in my ear, but then I'd have to clean it. The wires are also really thick and nice. But see, they would just be like this much more smaller, dainty thing. They match the colors of my orange shirt just in time for the holidays. And I want to show you that's important. This is a really strong, good wire. It's not chintzy. It's not cheap. It's thick, which is also to me an indication of quality and of age because all the wires that one would buy at, say, Michael's, or if you were buying a cheaper piece of jewelry, the metal is so thin that you have to have those plastic things on the back because otherwise they just fall out of your ear. They also don't make them as long as this. So, $17 starting bid for the pair. Absolutely gorgeous, perfect for the holiday season. And they're like a peachy and a pinky, depending on the light. So, yeah, it just totally depends on what lighting you're in. And they're hand blown glass. That's the best I can tell you. Now, for anyone who's still here with me or who's going to watch on the replay, because again, I don't do recaps. I have quite a few items that didn't sell. You can email me below and claim items anytime. I have several people that do that on a regular basis. And to those people, I say, thank you so much. One of those people who contacts me at least once a month, sometimes every couple of weeks, your box is going to be mailed out tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. And there is a medical appointment with my father tomorrow. So if that gets kind of caught up in the lag, and somehow I haven't invoiced you and been paid, it'll go out Friday, Monday at the latest. And I so appreciate you in particular because you're very consistent in emailing me and saying, hey, I watched your last few videos and I want that item and that item and that item and that if it's still available. And I just, that's what watching on the replay is for. It's for entertainment. It's for learning. It's for fun. It's for taking a deep breath and just relaxing and enjoying our passions. But it's also so that you can still purchase items from any of us, right? So I appreciate the heck out of you. So starting bid, I started putting it in and then I got off into that conversation. I'm going to start this at this. I think this is a good price for this. This is covered. This is so cool. Hold on. So what is it? Everyone's like, what is it? It is a Kirk's Folly. Kirk's Folly, hard to read. Charm bracelet. These are so trending. They are so collectible. And this one is stunning. It's got so many charms. And I think this is the cherub one. But here's the thing about Kirk's Folly, okay? When you go and look them up and research them, they kind of start with like a basic bracelet or necklace in a set like charms that comes with it, I think. Maybe you add all your own, but I don't think so because they have a line cherub, mermaid, fairy, blah, blah, blah. I'm just learning about these and I've been watching them sell like hotcakes with other resellers. But there may only be like 5 charms. This one has so many more. So I believe you can also add your own charms. And then I say that this one has so many charms. 38 is such a good price. I mean, I think I could have asked $50 for this, but that's just too much for me to ask. So here's the Kirk's Folly. Here's the beautiful heart with bow, and it's all just gold tone. It's not gold. Here's this flower with a bee and a rhinestone. Here is a Cupid's arrow with pink rhinestone. And those are glass. It almost looks like really good, almost Austrian crystal, the way it's cut, but I don't know that it is. Here is a like kind of angel cherub with a faux pearl on the bottom. Here is a bunch of grapes with what is behind it? A leaf, a gold leaf, faux pearls, and AB. Yep, white, cream, and little teeny tiny AB crystals. Here is this. Is that a cherub with? It's a cherub. I think with a wreath on it. I'm totally unsure what that is. Here's a pearl drop. Thank you, Earthbound. It is. These are really cool. Here is, this to me is more like a flower fairy. So that's part of why I got confused as to which maker, what is it, because this is a flower fairy with a little star at the bottom. Then it has, I hope you guys can see these. This is a heart. Good Lord. This is a heart with a moon and this beautiful AB crystal that looks like an opal with a hanging AB crystal. I don't think that the opalescence is coming through on this, on the screen. At least it's not on my end at all. But it is like opalescent. I don't know if putting it on Dolly would help at all. And then, not done yet, here's a leaf. No, it's a dragonfly on a leaf with the same opalescent crystals. Good Lord. And then here is this pink cabochon, not cabochon, just round oval with a gold heart at the bottom. And the last charm is this star with a star. So this is, I mean, like I said, they come with like 5. Okay, so someone just loved the heck out of this and put so many charms on here. I'm going to count them. This will come back Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 charms. And many of them, like this one, actually even have Kirk's Folly on the back. I mean, this is a company that wasn't screwing around when they trademarked it. And they are, you hear the sound? I don't know if that's where my mic is or not. These are trending hard and it's beautiful. And I love charm bracelets. I could 100% see. I bought this to resell it because I know they're trending, but I could 100% see keeping this. So here it is. Here is what I want you to see. That area is like ollie oxen free for extending. So if I put this big clasp on just the first one, I want you to see, I have that much room. That's a lot of room. So this will go up to probably an 8 and down to a lady's small 6.5 or 7. Because really you can bring the clasp over with one of these charms all the way over to here. So it will go up to an 8 and down into a small. And it's just got everything going that you want in a Kirk's Folly bracelet. And like I said last time, I'm going to say it, they usually don't have this many charms. This is a really good one. And me starting it at 38 is, that's what I see on the ones that I researched that have like 5. So each charm, I'll look it up before I bring it back Friday. Each charm probably costs $15 or $20. I don't know. So does anyone know? Earthbound, do you know? Please, someone, tell me more about this. And I'm going to look it up and do some research, but I'm curious. I'm curious. I know they're trending. I know they're hot. I know I would wear it. But I never looked up, oh, it's one of those. I mean, I remember all the charm bracelets from growing up, you know, that you would just get the bracelet and then you would pick out in the store a trolley from San Francisco, and then you'd go to Florida and get a palm tree, and then, you know, and you'd create your own over years special little charm bracelet. So Kirk's Folly has come back along with some other companies and said, hey, we're going to bring the charm bracelet back, only it's all their charms in just like one style instead of traveling to other places and creating your travel charm bracelet, if you will. Anyone remember that? No? Earthbound? Earthbound. I'm going to bring a few more items here, but I want to know if you're feeling any better at all. That's what I want to know. I want to hear that you're making progress so I don't have to book a flight and come out there and take care of you and family. I'm already taking care of my own family, but, you know, I have a lot of room in my heart. Okay. Okay. Well, I will still and am still holding you in my prayers. And honest to Pete, if there's something that I can do, then you just need to call me or email me. Please don't hesitate. I mean that. This is a household kitsch, MCM. I love it, and I have had it for about 7 months. I showed it quite a lot back then, and then I just stashed it. I'm bringing it back. This is beautiful. This is the type of thing that goes into my personal collection. It is an olive brown, but it's a darker brown, so I hope that's showing up. The glaze here is like this black with a kind of a purple, plain black with that purple, and it's a glitter, right? It's beautiful. And what I want to show you about this, and it's just this mini vase, and it is from the 60s, early 70s. This piece, I hope we can see this. It always just blows it out, drives me nuts. Glows. You see the glitter down on the bottom? The purple. It's so hard. The glaze. So you remember, you know, drip glaze? There you go. See that? It glows. And there within the brown paint is little spots and speckles where it glows under the black light. There's the type of glaze they used. There you go. See how those spots, there's those spots. And they turn like a white green. And the purple turns into like this, just an entirely different color. It is small, but you couldn't get any more MCM than this. It's very lightweight. the glaze, the fact that it glows, similar to the 1970s plastic, like piggy banks or ceramic piggy banks and other figurines in the 70s with that glow. That's what this is. It weighs nothing. It would be very inexpensive to ship. And it's if you like your MCM and you want a small, beautiful, it's like a drip glaze, very thick, that glows piece. This is the piece for you. It is 5 inches tall. 5 inches tall by about 3 inches in diameter. And it's beautiful. I mean, honestly, normally something like this you'd pick up, and even if it was, from the 60s, late 50s, it would be like, okay, $13. But this one is just much more special than that. It has a lot going on. So think about it, y'all. Let me know. Okay. I'm starting to bring these pieces that are beautiful and in their own right deserve to have a place in your home. So I'm going to show this and then a few more items out of my bucket. And then I have to go get ready for my daughter's sushi birthday dinner. And these little blown glass earrings are not in a bag, and they're making me very nervous because they're not in a bag, and so I have to take a minute and put these beautiful opalescent peach orange things back in their bag before I drop one and lose it, or I drop it and drop something on top of it and break it, although they're pretty dang solid. I don't think these would break that easily, but they're just making me nervous being like that. I keep everything in bags. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gonna be a buy it now. Thank you, Earthbound. She's a good kid. Really smart. Really knows how to stand her own ground. Is very compassionate, but without getting trapped in the trauma of the compassion, if you will. And like her mother, who can get very trapped in the trauma of compassion sometimes. I can also just totally and always am so compassionate, and I care so much for all living things, both sentient and insentient, which are not living things. But when there's like a big tragedy, like what's going on right now with Florida and the Carolinas, but Florida's being double hit, like all that debris that was left there from a week ago has been going up in tornadoes every 5 minutes throughout the whole state. And as we speak now, about 2 hours later, the hurricane is hitting, and the storm surge and the flooding and the winds. I mean, that kind of stuff I pray for, and I have so much compassion for, but I start feeling helpless, and then I start getting like locked into feeling helpless, right? So my daughter can differentiate, and be like, well, I said a prayer. If there's something I can do, I'll do it. But she doesn't get locked in. I get locked in. So this is a bag of seashells. They are all the same type. They're buy it now for $14. They're all the same type of shell. They've all rolled around in the ocean for a long time. And actually, I'm going to take that one out. I thought I had taken out all the ones that were there. That one was funky. I thought I had taken it out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of them. 7. Seashells are very expensive. I talked about that last week. Poodle came in and bought a whole bunch of them because she's doing a seashell wedding theme as a florist for the tables at her niece's wedding. And the shells for florists are incredibly expensive. So here's one. I love these ones with this. So there's one. Ugh. Earthbound. You're going to make me cry. Here's another one. Earthbound, I'm digesting that. There's another one. This one has a pink undertone. Here's another one. I love these. And the colors are muted because these rolled around for so long and are so smoothed down that even the color got smoothed, if that makes any sense. And they all have pink on the inside. What are these called, y'all? Conch shells? Is that right? No, I don't know. But I love the tips. I mean, they're okay. So this is something I say, and I am not religious, but I'm intensely spiritual. And when I say God, to me, there is a God, there is a goddess, there is something much bigger than just me. I can't define it, but I absolutely know it's there. And I pray, and there's a consciousness, and there's a purpose, and I believe in all that. So to me, this kind of these shells and this tip, I call things like this and like sunsets, sunrises, God's art. Sunsets are like God's paintings. So sorry, but that's my side note about that. To me, it's God's art. I mean, look at it. That was a perfect example. It came up perfectly. So there's 7. Buy it now for 14. Earthbound. Earthbound. That just breaks my heart, what you said. It really, I am just so sorry. Just, I mean, I don't have the words. I don't have the words. I don't have the words for that. I don't have the words. No, please don't be sorry. I just, I feel sad, and I don't know what to say. This is a buy it now. $10. Except it breaks my heart. Buy it now, $10. Where did I put it? I picked it up, and then I'm like, yes, but I care, and so, so this is totally modern, but awesome. Buy it now, $10. Look at it. I know it's modern. I know it's modern, but it's fabulous. It's an owl. It's, These are glass rhinestones. These are little plastic, like lucite type of on gold tone with green eyes. It's a big one. Owls. My mother. My mother reminds me of the, well, you know, she was like an owl. But after she passed, I saw a big red hawk sitting right outside the house and just staring at me. And when I tried to point it out to someone else, it disappeared. And I saw that thing everywhere I went. Probably a different bird, but I saw it everywhere I went for months. Every time I thought of my mom, it would be there. So that is my mother's true spirit animal. And I'm going to get a little tattoo of that, maybe with eating a amaretto. No, what are those mushrooms called? The red spotty psilocybin. I don't know what they are. Mushrooms. They're not psilocybin. I can't remember what. At any rate, it would just symbolize this a beautiful creature flying up into the heavens after eating this thing that is taking you on an eye-opening journey, not in a bad way, not in like I'm on drugs, but enlightened, the one consciousness, the just shifting from one thing to another, you know, being in that one consciousness, heaven, universal consciousness. There's so many words you could put in there, right? But so for me, my mother is a red-tailed hawk. Okay. No earthbound. Yeah. No. Yeah, and here's the words. I say this often. Words are paltry, meaning they don't do it justice. They don't mean anything. Words, sometimes there are no words. Sometimes there is just sitting in silence with someone, just making eye contact, just holding their hand, because words cannot convey what's happening. So I'm about to move on, but I have a very hard time with emails and with texts, because if I don't see a person's body language, or if I only get like 2 short sentences, I can't read the meaning. And if there's any ambiguity in there whatsoever, I don't understand it. And that's just me. You know, I am a person who is both a visual and hearer, auditory. So I need to see and I need to hear. So I need to see you looking and talking to me, and I need to hear your voice, and so words that all is about words. They don't mean a lot. So often they just don't mean a lot. So this is going to be a starting bid of $19. Yeah, I bet Earthbound we could have, long, serious conversations someday about all of this. But for right now, just know that you really touched my heart. Yep. So this is for all 4, starting bid of 19. the first grouping is this peach on gold, like painted enameled, and light pink, basically just airbrushed paint, whereas this orange color is got thick enameled paint in the gold, with this just basic, going back to like a native Indian ancient design, but it's, you know, these are from the 90s. And this peach one does glow. And then you have the set that's the red, white, and blue on gold with the cream and gold. Now these are vintage. These were probably from the 60s, possibly the 70s. They're thinner. They have that sound. And this pink one is also possibly older, like 70s. But I believe that this peach one is 90s. It reminds me of like 90s Office, the Forever 21 kind of repop, all of that. There, so you would have 2 sets, or you could wear them all separately. Starting bid of $19. I was selling them separately. So if you wanted just one set or t'nother, $9 if you wanted just one. They are a ladies large, small, okay? Large, small, meaning they would go on my wrists, and I go up to 7.5, but they would not fit medium. Okay? So, what time is it? All right, I'm showing a couple more. And thank you to everyone who's come in. I've shown a lot of items. So listen, to whoever has come in and is in my spectators lounge, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I have to close my sale in 10 minutes. It's my daughter's birthday dinner tonight. So I brought quite a few items. I go really fast on Wednesdays, but I don't do a recap. So if you want to take this time while I show the last few items to go to your settings and put the little wheel on 2 times the speed and drop in the chat anything that you're interested in, I'll bring it up, and I would be more than happy to let you purchase it. I brought, you know, some middle of the road and a few higher end pieces. I brought a gorgeous red cameo check glass brooch. I brought some Royal Crown Trifari, a JJ Tigers brooch. Many things. Costume, a 1960s costume jewelry ring that's just fabulous for, you know, very inexpensive. A necklace that is either early 50s but could be late 30s, super long flapper style, glass pearls with real pearls with a tassel. I mean, a lot of stuff here. So if you want to take a minute and go through and, you know, see if there's something that I brought, because I'm not going to do a recap. Now is the time. And of course, you can always watch another time and email me. You know, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. Now, these are all pierced, right? Oh, my my dog is in here and he's making noises like he wants to go somewhere. Okay, so this Tug, there's nowhere to go. There's nobody here. My dog's name is Tug. Why? He had many, many names. He started out as like Theodore, and then I was like, okay, what about Teddy? And we went through all these things. But he pulls on his leash. I mean, he pulls me. And he is now like 9, 10, like 10 and a half years old or something. And he still pulls. So his name is Tug, T-U-G, because he earned that name. See above, please. Oh, Noel. You sure? Because I showed it and was gonna bring it back on Friday. Noel. I mean, I'm fine with selling it to you. Don't get me wrong. I'm keeping my bug. Noel, are you're all in for this? Yes. It's so pretty. It's so big, this piece of check glass. Left side cameo. So pretty. God, it's so pretty. Okay, Noel. So listen, I'm just going to do a last call. If there's anyone who just came in who wants it, $5 increments. So you would need to put in 65 to beat Noel out. Okay, and that's the last call. And I did a whole show and discussion about it earlier, so I can't do that again. I don't have the time. So your time is last call. Boom. Sold to Noel. Noel, I appreciate you. You have exquisite taste, as I have seen. And as I knew before I even saw some of those pictures again were fabulous. Thank you so much. So this is Noel's. This is Noel's. Noel, I have really got to finish invoicing you, but I'm not, just so that you can get the items, not because I'm like, want the money. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. If one day, this will be much more of a business for me, along with probably a little bit of bookkeeping again. But in the meantime, I do need the extra pin money. I do. But I don't need it so desperately that, I need to invoice you right now. So that's all I meant. Thank you so much, Noel. Thank you. Okay, so this lot is started at $10, and it's a really nice lot. These are like 70s to maybe 90s. A lot of, here's the blue and gold enameled earrings, right? So there's that pair. Oh, where's the other one? Good Lord, I don't know. There's this blue and gold smaller one. They're all pierced. $10 is, I mean, you can't, you can't beat that for all these earrings. Here's a blue dangled enameled pierced. I mean, I think I have 1, 2, 3. Here is the red. These are very lightweight, by the way. Really nice, barely enameled, pierced. So there is 4 pairs. 4 pairs. Tuggy, I don't know what you're doing. There is 4 pairs for $10. So that's $2.50 a pair. In a store new, they would have cost up to like $20. In Capwell's, $25. Yep, they're all vintage. So I really like these. They're heavy too. They're not cheap and chintzy. These ones are the lightweight. All the rest of them are not lightweight metal. $10 is a very good deal if I do say so myself. Oh, Carol. There's Carol. Hey, Carol. I like these a lot. Good stocking stuffers, good Christmas gifts. Okay. I'm just going to say last call at this point because I have to go eat dinner with my daughter, even though I could sit here with you guys for another 2 hours. And I would. So if anyone wants to get in on this, you need to put in 11 or higher now. That was last call. Please and thank you. So to Carol, I put your name in really. I have my caps on, so it came out funny. Thank you, Carol. Came out really funny. Let me put this over here because I have to start a new box for you, Carol. Okay. Well, let's do let's do this one and this one and this one, and that's it. And then I gotta close because my daughter's gonna kill me. Okay. This one is a beaded. Thank you, Carol. I will. Beaded moccasin necklace from the 70s. It is $23. I appreciate that, Carol. I will. Thank you. This, and I have two last items, and that's it for tonight. I have a lot more household stuff back there, but I will bring some of that on Friday. So here is the back of the moccasins, hand stitched. So you know it's 70s by the colors. This is a daisy chain stitch, seed beads, yellow and orange. It's quite long. It's not short. Hand done. Oh, it has a piece of the fuzz from the box it's sitting in. And here is the top of the little leather moccasins. These are obviously, well, it may not be obvious to y'all, but these are Native American made in the 70s. They weren't mass produced for tourists. It's real leather. It's all hand done. I'm sure it cost at least that, if not a little bit more, when someone purchased them in the 70s. It is, the necklace is probably about 18 inches on each side long. It's really beautiful piece of art. Really beautiful piece of Native American necklace. $23 is a good price. These are not uncommon. They're not rare. They're not. And what I'm asking is about what they go for and also about what I paid for it. So, yeah, I feel okay with that. So here is one more earring lot. And then one small necklace. Earring lot. And this one will also be 10. Buy it now. BIN. BIN, y'all. For 10. I really like these also. So here is this lucite with like a beige swirl, and then it's like a opalescent is it glass or plastic? Opalescent kind of purple. Lucite type plastic. It looks pretty real. Pierced. So there's that pair. They're very pretty. None of these are signed, but I know they're higher end. Here is this pair. And that is black plastic, but it looks like it's dark blue. Pierced. And one last pair in that lot is these simple pierced, really nice little kind of gold picture frame hoops. These are lightweight. And these are from the luster kind of pearlescent ones. I believe those are from the 80s. And these, I think, are from the 70s. And these are from the 80s or 90s. So 3 pairs, buy it now, 10. Okay, and my last item, and no one's dropped anything in the chat about what they might be interested in that I already showed that didn't sell today. So therefore, thank you, Noelle. Good night, honey. I'll talk to you later. And you do the same, okay? You do the same. This last item is a buy it now tonight. These are from the late 50s, early 60s. These, as in this style of, which I've had a couple. I have one in my own personal collection because I love them. So they are a takeoff on the Australian crystals, but these are plastic. I love plastic, so I do not care. They are the exact same idea, but it's plastic. They are beveled. The plastic is crimped around it. Red, blue, white, and black. Gold tone. Really long. Very lightweight. Absolutely fun. And I know it's 20. It's worth it. You will love this. You will wear it. If you're like me, you would wear this a lot. It weighs nothing. So for us people with chronic neck and back issues, it's not going to give you any kind of issues. It's just, this is for me, this is what I call costume jewelry kitsch. Okay. So it's kitsch. And they're very collectible, and you could very likely get this for less on eBay, because a lot of people would think, oh, you know, whatever, that's garbage. What's the big deal? But it's really not. It's done so well. The plastic is beveled. The metal is bent around it. It is really nice construction. This has been around a long time with zero damage or scratching or anything else. So, yeah, to me, it's worth $20. So there you go. Okay, everyone. I appreciate all of you for stopping by. I went through, about half my Wednesday jewelry tray. So that's pretty good. Went through about half, and I have whole section started down there for Friday, and then I have all these things behind me. Scarves and household goods, and back there, can't do it, back here, right there. That is, I'll show you now, but I'm bringing it on Friday. Victorian pyrography of these little children. I'm pretty sure this is a fairy tale of some type. This is from the turn of the century, Victorian. It is wood burning and painting and etching. And these are incredibly collectible, and they're worth a lot of money. I got a really good deal on a whole bunch of these. And so I will be bringing this on Friday for a good price. It won't be inexpensive, but it will be a good price. So I will close with that. They are either all just waking up or going to bed. I'm not sure which. And I appreciate everyone who is here tonight. Thank you so much. I will be back Friday at 4 o'clock for my show and tell. I have a preview out there of things in the back here and just today's pile of jewelry on the front as a thumbnail. I will have some of the same stuff on Friday, a few of those items, and also newer stuff. Some stuff you've seen, some stuff you have not. And that's 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be safe, be healthy, be brave, and be kind. Thank you all. Please share me out and tell people about me. I'm trying to get to 500 by the end of December. And when that happens, I will do a couple really nice giveaway jewelry pieces. Okay? Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Prayers